What's up, everyone? I'm Joshua, and we are cooking food on the moon. Today, I am going to be cooking a somewhat blackened pork chop rubbed in a nice spice, you know what I'm saying, that I made myself. It's going to be in the recipe right at the beginning. We're also going to make a cheesy grits, and I made a peach jam. You can check out my other video, but we're going to top it off with that. And we're also going to make a wine mustard sauce. So the first thing we're gonna do, as you can see, I have my broth boiling. You can use any broth you want. I only have beef stock, so that's what I'm using. I got my grits right here. We're gonna go ahead and turn the heat back up all the way up, get that thing boiling. It's already roaring. So we're gonna add our grits. We're gonna get salt, pepper. Be generous, don't be scared. Bam, hit that spatula. Go ahead, give it a stir. My beef stock is low sodium, so I added just a little extra salt. Just be wary if your broth has salt. I like to get it with no sodium if I use store-bought stock. Now, moving on, while that cooks, we're gonna go ahead and go straight to our pork chop. We have 2 cuts bone in. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little oil on both. This is grapeseed oil. Keep it on deck. And we're gonna take our spice rub. Actually, let me get some salt and pepper first. Salt and pepper it generously. I have no salt and pepper in here. I like to do it directly to the meat. Pause. Pause. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and flip it. Flip it. Season it. Season. Don't be scared. Do it at a height so it distributes properly. If you see any places that you missed, make sure you get it. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our seasoning to this side. I'm gonna add just a little more oil. Go ahead and flip her. Then we're gonna add seasoning to the back. Dump it all, make sure you use it all, because we're gonna rub it. Go ahead and rub it in. And what I do before I do any of this, I'll just poke the meat with a fork to help tenderize it and also help that flavor get deeper into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that marinate for a second while our pan gets hot. Looking good. All right. All right, now we are ready to sear our pork, and I'm gonna show you the technique I use to help get a great sear every time. I'm just saying, not bragging, it's just a technique. I'm just a human, anybody can do it, you know what I'm saying? So first we're gonna get our oil, bang. Get our oil in the pan. Make sure your pan is nice and hot. We got our pork ready to go, ready to throw on whenever we are set. Where did I put my glass pan? I don't see it. I don't see it. Where the hell is it? Did she touch something? Did you see a glass pan anywhere? What? Oh, my bad. Never mind. I put it in the oven so it'd be easy access. Watch that polenta. We got our oil. Grab my glassware. I'll show you what we're gonna do with this in a few seconds. Pan nice and hot. That is my daughter. She is part of the background on this, part of the aesthetics. Mix that oil around, make sure the pan is coated nicely. That oil is hot, as you can see. We're gonna go ahead and make our first pork chop. Lays in there, you get that. Now I'm gonna take our pan. Actually, what I'm gonna do real quick, because the bone, I'm not gonna really be able to push that in. I take my mortar pestle and I put on top extra weight. I always use a timer because I'm very forgetful when I get focused. So I'm gonna put it on for 4 minutes. I'm gonna let that bad boy sear, develop a nice crust. Polenta, reducing. Put that aside, keep a clean workspace. Keep a clean workspace, you know what I'm saying? Toss that. Go ahead. Keep this polenta going. It's almost there. Just needs to get a little thicker. All right, it's that time. We're gonna take this off our pork chop and we're gonna flip them and we're gonna check out our sear. See. All right. Oh yeah. Beautiful sear. I'm gonna flip it. Gonna let that cook for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes on that side because we're gonna add our butter, thyme, garlic, and we're gonna baste it. Alright. While that cooks, we're gonna let that go. It's time to add a little bit of heavy cream to our grits. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna use it all. Spatula. Give it a nice richness. After we get that well distributed, I'm gonna add my cheese. Now my cheese is a mixture, it's a blend of cheeses. I have an espresso cheese that's sort of like a Parmesan. I have a tomato basil cheese that's also sort of like a Parmesan. And then I have sharp white cheddar. And we're gonna dump all of that in now. Give it a good mix until all that cheese is melted. I'm gonna turn my heat off. I got 57 seconds before I have to add my butter to my pan with my pork. I got this going. My goal is to get this finished so I can just turn it off and let it just marinate in its flavors. A little pinch of salt. Then we're gonna add our butter. Go ahead and give that a stir until all of our butter is melted. And we'll taste it again. And then right when this butter is melted, we're gonna go ahead. All right, leave that off. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and add our aromatics and our butter. I salt, pepper everything. My butter's unsalted, so I just give it a little sprucing. A little top part. All right, we're actually gonna switch burners here in a second. Let that get hot. This burner's a little iffy. Stove already. Oh yeah. The crust is nice. This burner doesn't really get as hot as it should because it has some weird setting about simmering whatever. So I like to use this side because it's actually really hot. We're gonna melt this butter down. We're gonna let the garlic kind of fry in that butter, let the thyme fry in that butter for a few minutes. Let it get real hot, so when we start basting it, we're basting it with hot butter. And then once this is done, we're gonna take it out, we're gonna let it rest, and then we're gonna make our white wine sauce using the same pan, taking all the flavor from the pork and putting it into the sauce to reinforce what the pork is and adding a new dimension of flavor to it. Simple stuff, you know what I'm saying? Simple stuff. I think I just got myself dirty. moonwalk is feeling good. I want to get it basting so I don't overcook it. I would put more butter, but I'm not gonna go too crazy. It's working well. Butter also gives a nice finish, nice glossiness, helps cook it early. Gives a nice nutty flavor. Almost there. Baste, baste, baste. Smells all that butter, so it doesn't look as foamy or as beautiful, but it does get the job done. I can definitely smell that time, and now it's that time to take out our pork. I'm gonna put it on a cutting board so I can look at it while it ready. Go ahead and grab your pork. Actually, I'm gonna let it render down on the side real quick. Render that fat down a little bit. Clean. Try to remain clean. Not necessarily something I do. And then we're going to take out our aromatics. We're going to add a little bit of wine to our pot. We're going to let it reduce. Then we're going to add a little bit of mustard. And then we're going to season it, thicken it up with some butter. And we're going to call it a day. And then we're going to plate. Alright, we have added our wine. Use whatever wine you like. Prefer a sweeter one. I have a Pinot that I got over here. You gotta let that reduce. You really gotta get that wine out of there. Get that alcohol out of there. So reduce the alcohol. Get the flavor of the wine. Let it soak up and deglaze the bottom of this pan. I'm gonna take out the aromatics now that I used prior for my basting. It's my thyme, my garlic. Trash. The smells in here are incredible. The flavors, undeniable. The presentation, gonna be beautiful. Gonna let it reduce a little bit. We're gonna now add our mustard, which is simply just a little bit of honey mustard with more yellow mustard. Go ahead, we're gonna mix that very well until it's in there completely. Might even get me a little whisk down real quick. And continue to just let it reduce. We want the alcohol to still continue to go. It could take several minutes for this, depending on the heat. You don't want to do it too quickly, but I know you don't want to waste time and sit here and wait for a sauce to reduce. Definitely needs to reduce, but the alcohol tasted delicious. All right. right, now we're just gonna add a little bit of red vinegar. Give it a little bit of tanginess to counterbalance all the spices we have on our pork chop and the cheesy and creaminess of our grits. Plus we have a nice sweet peach jam here that's gonna help just make it dance in your mouth, you know? So now we're gonna emulsify our sauce by adding a little butter. I already added butter prior, but I was not recording. So I'm only adding a little bit more just for video purposes, you know what I'm saying? So you wanna make sure your pan is off heat. Stir in that cold butter into your hot sauce and keep stirring. Allow it to emulsify and thicken up. As you can see, we have a nice honey gold color, almost like a golden honey mustard, like a North Carolina mustard. I don't even know. But I added yellow mustard and a little bit of honey mustard, white wine, salt and pepper one more time. Bam. This is looking delicious. It smells amazing. And it's gonna be incredible when we plate it because it's gonna look sexy. One more time. Hell yeah. Now take our cheese polenta and just go ahead and spread them across. I know it's not much right now, but we'll make it look nicer. All right, clean, clean, clean. Let's get our pork chop. We'll go ahead and put that right here. We're gonna grab actually let's grab this first. We're gonna grab our sauce, our honey mustard white wine sauce. And we're just gonna go ahead and give that a nice drizzle across the plate. Nothing too crazy, just to add a little bit of acidity, a little bit of a different dimension. One more time over that pork chop. All right, keep that right there. Now we have our peach jam. Now we just want that right here on top. Nice, delicious. Let it flow off that front part. Grab some of these just to add a little color, a little bit of chives. Bang, bang, bang. And not only that, I think the chives taste delicious with the cheese polenta. And that's it. Food on the moon with Joshua. That's been it.